Guys, how's it going? I thought I would do a short Blythe video today. I've been kind of on hiatus working on them, but I've just been really inspired by this particular doll and decided that since she's kind of mermaid themed, I'm going to knit her a mermaid tail. This is a shirt that I knit. I actually made it for my Doll Leaves Milk doll. It's a dress on her, but I also found out that it works as a shirt too. So I have it on her for now just to kind of get an idea of the color contrast of her makeup and the clothing and all of that. So I like it. I really do like it. But it won't end up going with the mermaid tail that I'm making now. I'm going to show you. I've got some lace weight yarn that I absolutely love. I found the yarn in a little shop this last summer when my family and I were on vacation in Santa Cruz. And it wasn't cheap, but it's totally worth it. It's like an art dyed yarn, which I'm crazy for, and it's really super soft and super fine, and it has all these wonderful variegated colors in it. And so I originally went on Ravelry to see if I could find something like a pattern for what I wanted to do, and then I decided, you know what, this is just like a simple, like in the round knit. I can just do it myself. So I have designed, or am designing, my own mermaid tail. I'm not finished, but this is the top of it, and I'm just kind of going to taper it down, and then once we get to the feet, of course, I'm going to create the fins, and I'm just kind of making it up as I go. But let's see how it looks on her. I'm really excited. I've used this yarn before. You might recognize it from other videos because I've made doll socks, which I love. They're the perfect scale, and it looks like they're kind of self-striping, even though if you make like a human-sized garment out of this, it wouldn't appear that way. It'd just look variegated, but in the tiny socks it looks striped, so super cute. Anyway, here's the top, and I'm thinking I'll just kind of have it down like this, and then it's going to continue down until her feet. I'll probably point them a little bit so it gets to a point, and then I'm going to create a mermaid tail on the bottom. So that's the plan anyway. And so yeah, I've been doing a lot of knitting and spinning. I don't know why. Ever since this summer, around August time, I just got the knitting bug. I hadn't knit in a really long time, and I just knew how to do like the knit without the purl, really. And suddenly I went crazy, and I do the knit, the purl, and all kinds of projects, and it actually took me away from the doll hobby for a little bit. I was never away completely, of course, but my hands were always busy with knitting. So I guess I'll knit a little bit while I talk to you. These are size 000s, and they are Addie rockets, which I love because they're really smooth and easy to work with. So, and the method I'm using for knitting is called the magic loop method, which is how I like to knit my socks, like my human-sized socks, also the doll socks. And the great thing about this size is it's so easy to transport and take with you wherever you go. Like these needles, I brought these needles and this yarn with me on our trip to Japan, and so I was constantly knitting doll socks and doll clothes and things while we were on the go. And there was a lot of time in the subway, well, they don't call it the subway, but you know what I mean, where you're sitting in there waiting to go to the next stop, and it was great to have something to do with my hands. So again, great thing to do on the go. You do have to check your needles, not check your needles, but you need to make sure that wherever you're going, it's acceptable to bring your needles on the airplane if you're flying. I thought maybe they might take these away from me because they're really sharp, but they didn't. I think I was just lucky, but they are pretty tiny too. I mean, anyway, yeah. So I'll demonstrate completing the round. I did one side on the round, and then I just pull out the cord. And then I just keep knitting again. So this isn't a tutorial or anything. I didn't even plan on doing this. It's kind of, I'm winging it, guys. I'm winging it. But it's super easy and fun, and if you don't knit, I highly recommend it because it's also really soothing and therapeutic, you know, with a lot of the stressful things that can go on in life and, you know, politics and blah, stuff like that. I find that just going to my knitting, it just helps all the stress to just go away. So that's my recommendation. And I'm almost done with this. I hope you guys have been doing well. It's been a while since I've been posting regularly, but I want to try to remedy that. And I have lots of ideas for videos. I've been using my handmade leather journal that I made myself to write ideas for podcasts. And so hopefully I'll be getting those up soon. I want to do some of the tags. You guys have been doing some fun ones. I'm so behind. But yeah. Oh, and that's another thing is I've been watching a lot of knitting videos. And those videos are super, super long. They're like, maybe I've talked about it before, but people who podcast, who are knitters, they have this whole format. Everybody kind of follows a similar format. And their podcasts are like an hour, 2 hours, sometimes longer. And it sounds like I'm complaining. I do enjoy them, but then it leaves me little time to do anything else. So I have it. Obviously, I'm not just sitting down for a couple hours just listening to it. I have it on in the background while I do other stuff in the house. But anyway, I have to find a balance between the podcasts that I like to watch. But anyway, okay, so that is knitting in the round with using the magic loop method. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I will show you when I'm done with this, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.